Hello and welcome to this brief look into some of the capabilities of Business by Design. Here's Richard to guide you through some of the most useful financials processes, which also comes as a standalone express solution.
Let's now take a look into the Financials Express solution. And first of all, as an AR clerk, I want to know what's due this month. So I've got a KPI here. I just can drill in here and look at the KPI to see what my total amount this is due and who's expected to be paying us. So we've got a number of accounts there ready to pay. Also as well, if I can analyze the data, look at it in table and chart format, and add more information where needed. So I'll look at the net due date and I can add that. I also can create different views. So I'll just look at my previous month. So I've got to look at my last month here. And there we go. That's what was the last month with the net due date of April going into May. To have a quick overview of my aging accounts receivable, I've got another KPI here, which I measure in my aging list. And you can see it's put it into buckets depending on what I set the buckets up to be. Again, I can analyze this data in different ways. And there's a standard view in a traditional view if I'm changing it by days. I can also drill down from here for further information. So if I take this account here, drill down, I can actually now look at the open items for this particular account. That can take me into this particular invoice, etc. I can actually look at the account itself, drill down even further, look at that business view, look at the account details, and then I can see all my quotes, leads, opportunities, returns, etc. All my sales history, all in one place, including my financials. And I can then actually look at a particular invoice, and that shows me my details of my particular invoice and what document was sent to the customer and the complete history and the life cycle of that customer invoice, all from the report. The next thing, on a daily basis, we want to post some invoices. So I've got a work list here, today's invoices. If I look here, I've got a number of invoices that need to be invoiced. This could be automated if needed, but all I need to do is click on the ones that I want to invoice, click on invoice, make sure that everything is okay, release, and that will then create the invoices and email directly the customers with the latest invoices. Back to my launchpad. From a receivables perspective, I've got the idea of collection cases as well. So for every invoice that gets created, a collection case is automatically created. So if you have customers that are having problems paying or they're late, you can mitigate that and manage those activities. If we look at this account in here, look at the case ID, we can see the invoice information, when the next activity is due. So we know it's due now the 31st of the 3rd. And what we can do is we can then put some activities against this, such as potential liquidity shortage at the customer, and we'll say put another promise to pay date, and we'll put that in at the end of May, promise to pay, and then you would enter pay on delayed date, something like this. You can then complete that activity, and then that would go down in your list and in the history, and you can then work on your collection cases as required. Back to my launchpad. The final thing I wanted to show you was the financial closing cockpit. So from all your financial activities, whether it's operational or financial, the period in closing is very, very important. There's a closing cockpit in Business by Design, and that lists out all those activities in one place that needs to be fulfilled as part of either month end or year end, etc. You can create all the different steps with links to all the different activities and assign them to different people, so therefore you can manage the whole month end process and accelerate that to make sure your books are closed in ready for financial accounting.